Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode number 27 of the Ball Talk Boyos podcast. My name is Topher Davis, and I'm joined, as usual, by my co-hosts Connor Wood and Joey Boreski. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Doing pretty good besides not being able to watch football today, so a little boring, but how about you, Joey?
Yeah, I'm living the dream tonight. Just took a nice nap on my beautiful couch, my leather couch. And if you don't know, leather couch is the best couch to take a nap. I don't want anyone to fight me on that. It's the best napping couch. But I'm doing great and I'm ready to talk some ball.
I don't know if I'd want to be napping on that couch. No Quinn Kelly today. Which Quinn, if you're listening to this, I am taking that personally. And yeah, this will come up in your performance review.
Yeah, Quinn, that's a strike. That's a strike right there.
If you guys could go to last week Sunday at this very time and tell yourselves, hey, don't do this over the course of the next week, does anything like come to mind?
Can I say I would tell my friend not to do
No.
something?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're talking about the same thing then, because
We are.
I think if I I think if I could go back in time to last Sunday and go, hey, idiot, whatever you do not get an iced matcha at the Milwaukee Public Market next
That's exactly
week.
what I was saying.
It's not good.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I don't know if either of you have ever had matcha, but
Never.
it's just not. It's not good.
I've always wanted to try it because I feel like everyone's raving about it now, but it doesn't
Don't.
sound good. So it's not good?
I felt like it was. Yeah, I felt like it was time for me to act a little more performative. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna walk around, downtown Milwaukee, little mysterious with my matcha, stuff like that. Didn't really do anything. It was just like, I want to try matcha. I went and bought new running shoes. I did that today. That was good. A little more motivated today than I have been, in
What'd you buy?
past. Here, let me go grab them. They were New Balance. Here, one sec. You guys keep talking.
We're running it. We running a New Balance now. First of all, we run in the Big 26. Like, who be doing that? I'm not. I have not run once this year. Connor has not run once this year, except when Brandon put belt to ass.
No.
How about these?
Those are clean. Those are clean.
Yeah, freaking women.
Purple. Go DGN.
The other question I had for you guys are you guys 2-in-1 guys when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, or do you guys like have like two separate things?
I have two separate.
Good man.
Yeah.
I'm a 2-in-1 guy, and honestly, if it was up to me, I'd be like that.
Hair.
I'd be like that 18-in-1. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
that's what type of guy I'd be. I'd be that guy.
It's not.
Are you a 3-in-1? Do you?
Bro. Yeah. Is your body wash too?
No, it's not. But listen, the fact that I'd be using 2-in-1 is enough of a issue for some people. I don't need the baggage that comes with 3-in-1. That would be probably a little worse.
Yeah. I only shampoo my hair like once or twice a week. I feel like it
really. See,
dies.
I can't do that.
Do you use shampoo every time?
I do every day.
I do conditioner every day, but not shampoo.
I know you're like technically not supposed to, but my hair just feels like it gets too like greasy. I don't know if it's because I wear a hat a lot of the time, but like also just I like the feeling of like scratching my hair. So like
it's a pretty good feeling.
Bing shilling.
The best when you get your hair cut and then they take you to the hair wash station.
Oh yeah,
best feeling.
I got one over the week and I don't normally get mine like shampooed. I didn't this week either, but I was like, oh, this feels nice to get my hair cut. Get a little clean. Shout out my lady. I've been going to her most of the time. I think 3 out of the 4 haircuts I've gotten since I moved to Milwaukee,
nice.
I've gotten from the same person. She finally recognized me this week. Yeah, she recognized me this time for the first time. I think she recognized my name because it's an odd enough name. I had that also happen. I told Joey this story, but we've Connor, the times you've been up here, have you gone to Glorioso's with Joey at all?
I don't think so.
It's the Italian market down the street. I don't think we would have.
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure, but I went there back-to-back days. I went there Friday night and I went there Saturday night. I worked 70 hours this week. So like it was I didn't cook at all. I was just working and finding time to eat. Mm, So I went and got a meatball sub on Friday. And then I went back on Saturday and the guy was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, Topher." And he was like, "Oh, you were here." I was like, "Yeah, I was here yesterday." And "Oh, I recognize your face. Like I wouldn't have known your name, but I recognize your face." And I was like, I appreciate it.
Becoming
And
a
we chopped it
regular.
up for a minute. That's the dream, dude. To be like a
Hmm.
regular at like I already have one place that I'm a regular at, and
Garage.
that's paid dividends. I know I don't get ID'd. Mm. Last weekend they had security. They didn't check me. They just let me in, which feels like a problem. But I'm like, I haven't paid a cover there in a while. The couple of times that they've had covers.
At garage?
So yeah,
Yeah, I'm so out of the loop with this. I don't even know they've ever had a cover there.
it was Halloween. It was that Saturday Halloween night that they
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
maybe once we get we'll tell some of those stories down the road eventually. Um but how are we going to fix the NBA? I mean, it seems like there's a tanking problem, or at least those around the NBA seem to think they do. What
There's
what
a
what do you guys think
tanking
on that?
problem, and it's never gonna be a solution. There's always gonna be tanking because getting the best draft pick is the best way to turn around a franchise.
Well, you see, Adam
So
Silver said
you've
that he wants to
Yeah,
get rid
that's
of the draft to de-incentivize tanking, which is
horrible
horrible,
idea.
horrible
That
okay,
idea.
if that's the path, I do think there's a way you can do it. And that
says
is you limit the amount of money each team can spend on rookies.
no, true, and then went to the worst teams get more money to spend.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, but the Kings, for example, they suck and they have no cap space.
Yeah,
They
but
would
if
have
they
no
decide
one.
they can throw money, I mean, the Kings are an aberration. Like, there's no fixing them. They're condemned to the bottom of the West for years and years to come. But like, what's an example of a team that isn't poorly run that's bad right now?
The Jazz aren't poorly run, but they're bad right now.
The Jazz are a weird situation though, where they've kind of done it to themselves. Like their tanking, I have a big problem with.
Well, that's why they got
Well,
fined five hundred thousand
yeah,
dollars by the NBA.
Unethical tanking.
Yeah, Kings are doing it
yeah.
ethically. Kings are putting out their best rotation
Yeah,
every night.
Kings are trying,
They're
and they're
trying.
taking on money, and they're paying guys, but they just suck.
Hmm.
And just making that bet. So you guys don't have a fix for it? Because I have two
The
ideas.
one
One of them
fix
you've heard,
that
one of them you haven't.
the one fix that I would consider, which hear me out, is to just get rid of the lottery altogether. Have no draft lottery. Just make it how the NFL is. Worst team gets the worst pick. It makes it less entertaining, but then therefore the worst team gets the first pick. And then if the first pick is like Victor Wembanyama or Cooper Flag or something like that nature, you'll immediately no longer be the worst team, and it just helps boost you right away. So that means teams will be bad for less time, like the NFL. Like if you hit some teams just suck, like the Cleveland Browns, they're in the first pick, the first three all the time. But theoretically, like the Bengals, they hit on Joe Burrow, no longer picking in the top five right now. So like if you hit on a top pick, it'll just boost you up already. So if you get rid of the lottery, that means that the bad teams will stay bad for less time compared to now.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that idea. My idea is to fix the NBA because I mean, like when it comes to tanking, right? It's kind of hard from the NBA to fix tanking. I mean, they did try to do something with the salary floor, like there's like a minimum that you can pay for your like teams before were paying way less money. Like the salary floor, I think is a good idea. I think what you really need to do to fix the NBA is to make it there be more incentive outside of just getting the first pick or winning a championship. There needs to be like some good middle ground. And the way to do that is when we expand by 2 teams, put them in Las Vegas and Seattle. I don't agree with Vegas, but what it is. We get the 2 teams in Las Vegas and Seattle. We're at 32 teams, right? 2 conferences of 16. It should be 4 divisions of 4 in each conference. Top 4 seeds of the playoffs should be division winners. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Division winners should be the top 4 seeds in the playoffs because then, in that case, you're incentivizing rivalry games. Because let's think about it this way. Let's think about in the Southeast United States, the Atlanta Hawks, the Miami Heat. Teams that are in the play-in every single year. You're telling me if those 2 are the top teams in the division with those 2, the Magic and who knows who else, the Wizards are still there for some reason. If it's those 4 teams, you're telling me that the Wizards stink, the Magic are good. I'll say that. Let's say the Magic aren't good this year. And the Hawks and Heat are playing a March game that will decide basically who's going to win the division to some degree. And one of them is going to be the 4th seed in the playoffs, and the other one's going to be the 8th seed in the playoffs, the 9th seed, the 10th seed. You best believe both those teams are going to go hard for it. I think that would be a really good thing. Plus, then fans will be more interested. And then if your team is tanking in games, especially rivalry games, you already know the fan base is going to be pissed about that. They would not be happy. Also, we need to talk about the All-Star real quick. I got to say, I did see the black versus white All-Star game. I don't think that's never going to happen. I do think the real fix should be East versus West for the All-Star game, rookies versus sophomores for the Rising Stars game. 3-point contest is completely fine. Goodbye dunk contest. 1v1 tournament. Should be a 1v1 tournament. That would be they need something new. We've seen all the dunks basically. At this point, you have to be basically a professional dunker to come up with anything new. That's what Mac McClung is. Yeah.
I don't love the division winners being the automatic.
That's how it used to be.
I know, and I think that was bad. I don't know.
Because think about it this way, Topher. Right now, the NBA, why is there divisions? Divisions do not matter in the slightest right now.
Then just get rid. That's why we should just get rid of divisions, essentially.
I think the NBA,
they've essentially done that.
The NBA lacks rivalries right now. I think the NBA.
The rivalries aren't going to happen just because like they play each other 4 times. Like it's got to be the Spurs and Thunder. That's like a developing rivalry.
And they'd be in the same division, possibly. So, like you have to think
No,
about
they're
this.
not.
They
like we have divisions. Are you talking about with like the realignment?
Yes, they would be possibly because their states border each other. I'm just saying that is a potential outcome of what would happen. But what I'm trying to say is, Toph, the NFL has great rivalries. The Packers and Bears play each other twice a year,
like
every single year.
Historic thing.
It's going to take some time. They're not going to be rivals the first year of this. But let's say it's 2030 and the Bulls are playing the Bucks, because the Bulls and Bucks aren't rivals right now. No one thinks of that as a rivalry. The Bulls and the Bucks are both that the division sucks. The division sucks. It's Minnesota, Milwaukee, Chicago, Indiana. That's the division right there.
Minnesota's the Bulls good.
In this hypothetical when it's 2030, and
okay.
They all suck. They all suck. One of these teams, all these teams are going to be doomed to the lottery, but one of them has a shot of being a top 4 seed in the playoffs here. You're telling me that it's not going to be stuff on the line. You're telling me also on the same hand, Chicago and Milwaukee are both great. I know Chicago's never going to be good with this front office. They are horrible. They're going to end the purgatory. You're telling me if they're both 65-win teams, they're the top 2 teams in the conference, but one of them is going to be the 1 seed and one of them is going to be the 5 seed, that's not going to get heated. That's not going to be a big issue. I'm just saying. And one more thing, All-Star game. Winning conference of the All-Star game gets home court advantage in the finals. That's it. Those are my fixes. There's incentive for the All-Star game. It goes back to East versus West. There's more rivalries in the NBA. I think that is my perfect structure for fixing the NBA. It won't be an overnight fix. There's no overnight fix to the NBA. Adam Silver has kicks the NBA back so many years, but I think there's at least a path to making it important again in the regular season, to making the All-Star game good again. That's the path.
One last thing on the divisions thing. Joey, did you like it when in the first year of the 12-team college football playoff, they had the top four winners of conferences automatically be the top four seeds, or no?
Yeah, I did like that.
You capping?
No, I'm serious. I think there has to be some incentive to winning a conference championship game, because there was the issue where that first year of the 12-team playoff, SMU was playing Clemson in the conference title game. SMU was in the playoff at that time, and Clemson was out. And um if SMU was to lose that game, people thought they'd get kicked out for Alabama because then Clemson would take over, Alabama would take over, but they didn't. I think there has to be some incentive to playing conference title games. If there's no incentive, I could see a world where conference title games become useless.
It was just more trying to compare it toward, that it's a separate. I was more comparing it towards it's similar to having the top four division winners just be the top four. Obviously, it works differently because those bowl games you wind up with neutral site as opposed to home. I don't like that. The idea of division winners. So those were your fixes, though.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it this way: with NBA, we're so not used to this divisional structure, these divisional rivalries, divisions mattering
which is
in
fine.
any bit. But in these sports where we don't think we have anything to fix. We don't think there's anything in the NFL that needs to change with the structure right now. We think the NFL structure is good as it is. Divisions are in play. With the MLB, is there anything, Topher, you think needs to change with the structure? No, because divisions are doing just their job. The NBA is the only one of these sports that we care about that people are talking about changing the structure of it. And if we just move the structure closer to these other sports where we don't want to change the structure, it will eventually down the road not need to be fixed.
Interesting. Connor, your thoughts on that?
There's a lot to unpack with that. I don't know. I would lean to disagree with the divisions, but I could also be convinced to be on board with that because it could create more rivalries. I just think that the NBA is very different than the NFL, and I don't really know baseball enough to compare that. But yeah, I would probably lean no on that part. But for the All Star, I kind of like the East versus West. Winner gets home court. I like that idea. Just like an extra home court, make it a little bit more incentive. Even if you're on a crappy team, it would no incentive to win anyway. But I still like that idea. And then the 1v1 tournament would be cool. Or also would like maybe a 2v2 tournament too. That could also be a good idea. But I like the idea of doing that versus the dunk contest because that's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dunk contest yesterday was bad.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch either, but I just saw the clips afterwards. The 3-point is still entertaining.
Yeah.
It's just the dunk contest. We've done all the dunks you can. Lower the rims?
No.
Why not?
Because how is that going to fix very much?
It allows more creativity, I think. And a more entertaining product to watch.
I guess, but
if we're gonna say the WNBA needs to lower their rims, why can't we lower our rims for a 10 minutes or hour span where they're dunking?
I just think that cheapens the product.
Yeah, but okay, it already sucks.
I don't think there should be a dunk contest. Point blank, period.
The dunk contest the dunk contest. I just think we need to find a way to incentivize guys to actually do it. Because I think if it had star power, it would still be entertaining. But watching Jace Richardson, Carter Bryant, Jackson Hazen, the guy who won, Kashad Johnson.
Yeah.
I just think I don't really care about that. But if rims were lowered or we got actual stars to do it, it would be good. 3-point contest is good. I'm good with that. No problems with that.
3-point contest was very good. Also, gotta say real quick, Caleb Williams 4 points in the celebrity 3-point contest. Oh my goodness, Connor!
How'd the jumper look?
It looked clean. Connor, do you have any defense for Caleb Williams' 4-point performance there?
I do not care. He doesn't play basketball. He plays football. So I don't care.
He's gotten a lot of heat today. First, Matcha sucks, and now that. Noticing.
Do
Yeah, I
not
don't know.
care.
We do
So his
Okay,
not
taste
Tom,
care.
buds are
okay,
bad.
Tomlin.
So his taste buds are bad. So that
And his
right,
jumper is
like
too.
matcha.
And his jumper whack. Connor, you'd be so proud of me. We were playing basketball this last Tuesday, and I was on my game. I was playing better. I'm figuring it
Nice.
out.
Yeah.
I know what kind of player I am, and like I'm finding my ways to impact the game. You know, I put the clamps on people. You could be
There we
bigger than
go.
me. You could be bigger than me. Like I've known this. You just can't be bigger and more athletic.
Yeah, no, I hear people at basketball talking about how Toph's a little pest there on defense, and people are like, because Toph went to defend one of the best and biggest guys at our basketball the other day, and afterwards he comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, Toph can play some defense." I'm like, I've been telling y'all, Toph can hoop.
After I got picked second to last of 19 guys, I was like, "This is preposterous." I then watched some of the guys play. All due respect to them, I have a ton of fun, but
Took it personally.
really? Yeah, I tried. I still can't shoot for Jack, but I'll find that eventually. I just have no rhythm. Just no rhythm on the offensive side of things.
Yeah,
And I'm out
not.
of shape. The legs go fast. Not what I used to be.
You'll get it back.
Yeah, it'll come back. My two fixes for the NBA in terms of eliminating tanking are I liked I'll just you guys heard my first one. I need to figure out a better way to word what I said in the text message in terms of like you're only guaranteed to pick in the top like X number each year, or like if you pick in the top four one year, you can't pick in the top four the next year. The other like easier fix, I think you should no longer be able to protect picks. So like the Jazz are currently doing this because if I think theirs is top 8 protected, but if they finish outside of the top 8, it goes to the Thunder. But like if they're already bad, but now it's just like we want to lose every game to give ourselves the best odds, and maybe making it so that way things aren't not protected, that wouldn't fix it. But it's just like I think that. And we have the Thunder, Sam Presti lobbying with the NBA to say, look, investigate this unethically. So I don't know what you guys think about either of those options.
Yeah, I get the protected pick thing. The only thing about that is that like in the NBA, you can trade picks so far in advance. So then, if like like you're a good team trying to win now, then you trade away your first, but then in 10 years, the pick that you traded, you suck, and it ends up being a top 3 pick, and then like the team that
Don't trade
it's
the
just
pick.
more risk induced or whatever. So I don't hate that idea. I'd be open to it. No, for that.
And the
And then I
protected
hate
picks
your
really
other
don't.
idea.
I need to find a way to. I need to find a way to
I just think it's not
tweak it.
fair because
But I
is it
don't
the
think
Wizards?
teams pick in the top like X number every year anyway. Like I
Yeah,
wonder how
but
often it is teams pick in the top 4. Like MLB, it's top 10 or something like that. Like they go way further out, and obviously it's very different. But if you said, "Hey, you guys can't pick in the top 3 year after year," that already doesn't happen. But it's like you're guaranteed not to pick in the top
if it
3
doesn't
this year.
happen very often, then why even enforce it?
Because it's like because they still technically have a chance. But if
I
we
get
said, "Hey, I can't even think of a team that picks that high often." I don't even know. Wizards. Let's say the Wizards. But it's just like, "Hey, you guys aren't going to pick in the top 3 this year. Guaranteed." Like it's just not happening. I don't know.
yeah, I just don't think it's fair because when the Hawks
Who
won in
cares?
2024,
We
they got
clearly
a
need to be
nobody.
harder on them. Yeah, but
They
like
got a nobody. But if it
that
was last year, they would have got like Cooper Flag. So
sure,
it's
but
not
they
fair.
still. But like the Hawks don't like. I don't think it should matter who is in each class. Obviously, classes are going to have like ups and downs regardless. It's just like if we're gonna incentivize you to lose by like, hey, this year you're just gonna stink. The Nets have stunk multiple years in a row, right?
Yeah.
Other teams that have been like just really bad multiple years in a row. Hey, you guys, you can't pick in the top 3, top 4, whatever it is next year.
But they're bad. They deserve to get picked in the top.
Good.
They're
Nope,
bad.
they don't. If they are
do.
trying to lose games, they don't deserve it.
Trying to is different. There are some teams that just truly suck, and they need that pick.
And then they're probably good. They're probably not horrible year after year. If they're trying to win games, they're probably not. How many teams have been horrible year after year and they're trying to win?
Pistons were definitely trying to win for a little while there, and they have been
I think the
absolutely
Pistons were probably trying for like
horrendous.
1 year. Here, let me try and.
The Kings are horrible year after year, and they're definitely trying to be good. That's an example right there.
They keep trading for veterans.
They're condemned. They're condemned. They do this themselves.
I don't need any of this stupid MLB structure bleeding over
no,
into the NBA.
I don't think it. How does it not like help to an extent? Because it's gonna stop the. I don't even know. The Pacers don't count because they're expected to be good again next year. They have extenuating circumstances for why they're bad this year, but like the Jazz are just bad every year. Like
they're only bad since Mitchell left. They were good before that,
and that's been multiple years. But that's like been multiple years now. So
but it's not
if they're trying to
suck.
lose games, if they're trying to lose games,
no, I don't agree with them tanking. Not. But you can't. But you can't.
But next year they're gonna suck too. They shouldn't be allowed to pick in the top X number again.
Well, things so they're
Who cares
already
about fair. This is sports. Why are we trying to make them fair? They've never been fair.
Because making it fair makes sports better. So it's like everyone has a fair shot of winning.
They've never been fair. They've never been fair. Professional sports have literally never been fair.
It's an MLB mindset, Connor. Don't.
No, it bleeds over. We see the same teams suck year after year.
It's not because it's not fair.
Yeah, it is. Have better owners. I don't know what to tell you.
See, better owners. It's not being fair. It's being run by poorly.
Yeah, but and then why? If that's not going to stop teams from not trying to lose, then like.
And teams should not try to lose, but it's not.
They do.
That's not. It happens, but it'll always happen. You can't really get rid of it.
Sure, but how does that not get rid of it? If we say, hey, you have no chance of picking in the top 5, you might as well try and win.
No, because you'd rather have pick 6 than make the play-in and lose in the play-in.
No, but your odds aren't going to get better than that. It's just like why don't we try and win a little bit? Why don't we try and win this?
The Jazz tried to win the first half of the year and they sucked.
I don't know if they did.
Like you're telling me if you're an NBA player, you're gonna try your hardest because some players you'll get more money if you play well.
It's been taken out of their hands.
Yeah, but the players themselves are always gonna try and
sure the players. I'm not questioning the players, but if the reason the Jazz ownership, management, coaching is trying to lose is so that way they have control in the situation ultimately.
Yeah, and that's why they got fined. And if anything, they should probably get fined more money. They should fine them more money, but
I don't think money is going to change it. I don't think fining them $500,000. I don't know what dollar amount would force.
They should start throwing millions at them if they're going to initially bench their good players.
Won't change it, but
but you can't punish teams that are bad.
Yes, we can. Why can't we? We punish teams and players for everything else. What? Who cares about fair? It's never been fair.
It should be fair. It's how teams.
No, it should not. No, it shouldn't. There should be an attempt to win year after year, and there's just not.
Yeah, and you do that by building through the draft. You can't build through the draft in the top 5 pick.
You also, if you have a top 5 pick year after year, are you trying to win?
Yeah.
Maybe it extends to like 3 years. Hey, maybe if you pick in the top 5 2 years in a row, you can't pick in the top 5 that third year. But like, I just think that I feel like that solves it. I don't think just letting rookies go into free agency solves it though. I will agree.
That's a horrible idea.
I think that was a bad idea. I think there are ways you can make the money tie out to where it works in a vacuum, but.
Joey, what are your thoughts on the Topher's take?
I think it's a horrible take, but
What if we get rid?
There's no good fix right now for the NBA. Let's keep it a buck. There's no good fix for this tanking. It's just this is what is ingrained in the basketball culture right now. I think the NBA has a long way to go to have a shot. I think the bigger issue at hand here is Adam Silver as commissioner. But that's a whole separate conversation.
It's just too for the owners, or it just works out that way too often.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know. What else is there to talk about? I have a list of NFL free agents pulled up.
I say we get into that.
All right.
Talk about
Yeah.
that. Okay. I have the quarterbacks pulled up. From my eyes, I only see like 3 current free agents that could get starting jobs next year. Everyone else is going to be contemned to back up. But do we think Aaron Rodgers comes back next year?
Depends on what team wants him.
I think we're past the point of Aaron Rodgers being wanted by basically anyone. I think it's the Steelers or nothing for Aaron Rodgers next year.
Or I could see him like the Colts signing him, and then, but I feel like they wouldn't want to, and then only be there until Jones gets healthy. But
Jones is a free agent.
the Colts are going to re-sign him, I bet. If we're gonna,
They're going to sign both then in your
yeah, because it's
instance.
like Aaron Rodgers signed him for 1 year. It's like whatever, and then I don't know who knows what Daniel Jones' money will look like. I don't think he should get paid a bunch, but who knows? But also, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. I could see the Vikings
Yeah.
maybe, but
The Falcons?
yeah, I feel like
It's not horrible.
Yeah, but I feel like they're in both panics again.
And I just can't imagine, like, Rodgers wants to go to a good situation for him, and
He
I
won't
can only
pick the
see
Falcons.
2. I think there's only 2 that make sense for him. And it's running back with the Steelers and going to the Vikings.
Yeah. The Steelers, I think, will just be the same thing that happened in this year, but I can still go back to it. And then the Vikings, I think, makes sense if they just don't want McCarthy, or at least bring him in for competition or whatever.
Yeah, because, like, how many teams... Well, if you're bringing him in, he's starting. It's not
Yeah.
competition. But
Yeah.
it's like,
True.
how many teams are just,
Unless
like,
he sucks
strictly
and
a
they'll bench.
quarterback away?
No one. Maybe the
those
Vikings.
3. I think the Falcons...
I have no idea.
The Falcons are just a poorly run, and they have their own off the field issues going on right now, which they traded a first round pick for. But yeah, he's a guy that should go somewhere that's a quarterback if he wants to play. Once again,
Yeah.
I don't know, but we also don't know what his relationship is with Mike McCarthy at this point.
I don't know. Who knows? McCarthy said I think he liked Rodgers at an interview and said something about wanting to bring him back,
Sure
but
he did. Gave him a Super Bowl ring. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just it's weird. The Steelers could like blow it up, but bringing in McCarthy makes it seem like they don't want to. You know?
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's the Will Howard show.
Lovely. He throws a little bit like Raj. I saw that. I see like clips of him, and he's dropping the arm angle a little bit. This is gonna be propaganda. Go ahead.
Well, Will Howard's good. I think Will Howard would be a good option for the Steelers, honestly. Unbiased, but yeah. Shout out
Daniel
Trev.
Jones. Yeah, shout out Trev. What do we think that looks like?
I think the Colts bring him back in.
Yeah.
I have no idea what kind of contract he's going to get, though. I think if I were them, I'd give him like the Fields deal from last year, like 20 mil guaranteed, and then like for 2 years.
That first Baker deal, the one that maybe an abbreviated one that Sam Darnold just.
What was that? Is that a 3 year?
It's like 3-100, but like guaranteed only like 1.5.
Oh,
something like that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, anything guaranteed more than 2 years, I think, would be a bad idea.
It's a tough call. Yeah.
I think
figure out.
Yeah.
It's such a small because you have a big sample size of him playing bad and a small sample size of him playing good, even though it's recent. So I feel like it's hard to fully give him a big deal.
They also need to figure out what they want to do with Richardson. Like, are they
I
going
think
to
it's
trade
just
him?
Yeah,
I think you can get something for him. It's not going to be anything.
You can probably get like a 5th round pick or something.
I bet you get like a 3rd, maybe I don't see why not. He was always a project. That like let him go sit in LA for a year or a couple of years until he decides to hang it up.
It's pretty much a Stafford. It's only like good relevant one that's aging.
Sorry, I'm quoting. I'm like, yeah, I think the Colts. It makes the most sense to just bring
Yeah.
back Jones.
The next one, I guess, is Malik Willis.
Yeah, that was the only other one on this
Yeah.
list that of current free agent
Mhm.
quarterbacks. I guess I don't know.
I think it's such a Dolphin. Like they brought in the Packers, DC. They have nobody else. They hate Tua. I think he's going to get the Justin Fields deal for sure. Like, I think it was like 40 million, 20 mil guaranteed the first year. You can just cut him the second year and have like almost no dead money in cap. Because I saw a fun fact actually that I think since 2024, every Malik Willis drive, not a single one has ended in a punt.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah, I think
Since when?
this is 2024, so this year and the past year. So I think it's only like a 5 game sample size, but like it's either been like I think he fumbled one possession or something, but like there's either nope, not a punt, no punts.
Huh. That's interesting if true. I don't know how Malik Willis. I feel like he has succeeded every time I've seen him playing snaps for the Packers, but I don't know how good he's always looked doing it. If that makes sense. Like I don't know how
It's looking
just
good.
He looked pretty good this year. I'm not sure
I
about.
think he can
I think
play.
this year he looked pretty good.
this year
He's
he looks better
developed
than the year
enough as a
before for sure.
passer.
I just don't know like for the Dolphins. I could see him being a Dolphin. I think that's the one spot where I could see it working. But like I think Malik Willis is a quarterback where he needs like a perfect kind of situation for him for it to have any chance of success. I don't think Malik Willis. I think Malik Willis can be a decent little game manager potentially, but there's no
No,
game
if he's
changer in
playing,
him.
I think if he's playing, he's a game changer. I think if he's consistently playing, I think he is because just the running ability. I
Doesn't
think
mean you're
that
a game
changes so
changer
much.
though.
That
Yeah, but I just think he affects the game more than he's not. I think the game changer, game manager thing is stupid. First of all, but it's like I just think if he's playing consistently for a team, I, I don't see how he's not like directly leading towards their wins.
And I think it makes a lot of sense for the Dolphins because if he's good, great, you find yourself a quarterback. And if he sucks, great, you'll pick in the top 3. Like it's a win-win. It's like either sucks and you have a good draft pick and you get a quarterback in the draft next year, or he's good and you find yourself a quarterback. Kind of like the Jets happened this year. Fields was not good. They have the second overall pick.
they're not going to
Same
get
sort of
quarterbacks
deal. Well, no, because this class sucks. But you see have a high pick, and then you.
though. What are the Jets going to do? What are the Jets going to do at quarterback here? That's a big question.
Who cares? Bring in like Jacoby Brissett or someone and just suck again for a year.
Jacoby Rissett's still under contract.
He is? Okay. Well, who cares?
I
They're
think
gonna
Jets
suck
go
next
back
year.
with Justin Fields. I still believe in Justin Fields. I think he
No,
just needs one
they'd
more
be paying
chance.
too much money.
He's got one more in him, which I think he gives him
I think
more
it'll
chance.
be Marcus Mariota
That's a good shout. Who knows? They're just.
or maybe Kenny Pickett.
I feel like Jets fans and organization don't think Aaron Glenn's any good, but they're gonna suck next year. It's keeping around so you can start fresh the year after with new head coach,
With
new
whatever quarterback you draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willis. I don't know. I think he's better than Fields. So I think it makes more sense.
He's shown more. Also, since he's never had a full time starting job, pretty much, as he did in Tennessee. But he's more
much better
likely to.
He's a much better passer now than he was.
And he looked good the games he played this year.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Wait, what about Trey Lance? What about Trey Lance for the Jets?
He's under contract with. He's backing up Herbo, I think, currently. I mean, he deserves another shot. I both think.
Do we think Russ is just condemned to be a backup at this point,
He's done.
He should retire,
or just like call it here?
He should call it. Like stop. He he was so good in the Seahawks, and him playing so bad is just ruining his legacy. Just end it. Just end it now.
His legacy is cooked. He like I remember growing up. I don't know about y'all, Connor. I don't know if you were old enough. Topher, I don't know how you think about this, but Russ was so exciting to watch. He
We're
was like he was a
year
good.
apart.
I'm saying Topher, I don't know how much you were watching.
Okay,
I'm saying
continue.
Connor is my
I
big
was
deal, but I
watching.
don't know.
I was watching Russ ball. Like he was a top 5 quarterback at one point in the league. He was good.
He's
Yeah,
still
no.
underrated, I think,
I,
in
I,
the
I'm just saying that his
term you look
legacy
at
at
it.
one point, like he was a very popular quarterback. His legacy was really good. He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory to some degree at one point. Like there was like
He's
at
still a
one
Hall of Famer.
there's no shot he gets in the Hall of Fame. There's no shot.
Famer.
I'll have to look into that more, but we'll see.
I don't know if anything. I don't think at his best anything is much different than compared to like Eli, Phillip, Ben, and I think all of them are Hall of Famers.
I don't think Eli's a Hall of Famer.
Why
I
not?
don't think so either, but he'll get in because he
He'll-
beat Brady
he'll-
twice.
Yeah, he's gonna get in because he
That's
beat Brady
fine.
twice.
That's
He's
a
not.
completely valid reason to let him into the Hall of Fame.
I think Eli Manning should not be close to the Hall of Fame. He was not nearly good enough. He just had 2 good playoff low runs there. That's it. I think
With
Good.
elite
Let
defenses.
him in. Oh well, ring me. I think he gets in.
He should be a
I don't know
Hall
how,
of Good. Not even very good. Hall of Good.
I don't even know how I feel about Phillip Rivers and Big Ben, if we're being honest.
Let them
I
both
think
in.
I think Ben's probably the best, mostly because he has the ring. He has 1 or 2. 1 is he?
Sometimes too.
I don't
I don't
remember.
think he was around for the first Steelers. Oh, he might have 2.
I don't know,
The
but at least
Steelers
he has
won 3 in our
he's
lifetime.
he's at least 1 ring, and Philip has none. But I also feel like I wasn't really around for prime Philip Rivers. Maybe that's part of the reason why.
He's 2-time. Sorry, Trev. 2-time.
Well, yeah.
So
Did you not see Phillip Rivers play this year? Like prime Phillip Rivers.
um, he would have better fight than Drake Maiden in the Super Bowl when the Colts and Seahawks played.
Easy on my boy Drake.
yeah. No, that's
Easy.
1-score game. Phil Rivers led a game winning drive, and then the Seahawks then led another game winning drive and won.
I low key think Phillip Rivers should have come back for this next year. Had a whole offseason to training condition and everything like that. And I think he could have. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think you put him on like the Vikings or something there. I'm just saying. I think that could have been
Russ is
fun.
definitely as a Hall of Fame peak. His like Seattle time is worth.
He was so good in Seattle, and he was bad everywhere.
And that was like 8-9 years of really good play. That's enough to get into the Hall of Fame. If we're not letting a guy that was really good over an 8 to 10 year span.
Okay, then if he gets in, then Antonio Brown should for sure get in. But
I think Antonio Brown should get in as well.
Didn't someone say that? Was it you, Joey, that said he doesn't want to get in?
I said I don't
He
think
doesn't.
he's first ballot. He's not first ballot.
He's not first ballot.
I think he should be first ballot.
It has nothing to do with his stats.
I don't care about off the field stuff. Stats wise, he should be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
No.
The NFL Hall of Fame now cares.
They might care, but in the Connor Wood Hall of Fame, I don't care about that stuff. And by numbers, he should be the first ballot Hall of Famer based on stats.
Ain't nobody care about the Connor Wood Hall of Fame. ain't nobody tuned in for that. The Antonio Brown, even stats wise, I don't know if he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he was the best.
He was probably second. Him or Julio, you can kind of toss it up.
No, he killed Julio in the numbers. He was the best receiver for 6 years in a row, and the consistency best receiver is even now Jefferson and Chase. They're not as consistent as Antonio Brown was.
How many offensive player of the years does Antonio Brown have?
I have no idea how many did.
Okay, but
Zero.
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
How many? I think if you don't have an offensive player of the year, there should not be a first ballot argument.
That's such a bad.
That's so stupid.
That's such a bad take.
Who won the years that he didn't get it?
Let's look into it.
He finished third, second, and second.
Okay, second place, first loser.
He finished third to Aaron Rodgers and DeMarco Murray.
Mm-hmm.
He finished second to Cam Newton.
What was 2015?
That was that one. He finished second to Cam Newton.
Well, Cam won MVP, so Cam won both?
I think so. and then he finished second to Todd Gurley.
Okay, Gurley deserved it in 2016. Tony Brown should totally had it in 2015. I don't know why they gave Cam both awards, but he had 1,800 yards and 10 touchdowns, and Roethlisberger wasn't even playing the whole year.
Yeah, his stretch from 13 to 17, maybe 18 if you want to count.
18, and then if you count, and then he had a good year in 2011. He had 1,100 yards, and then
That's
2012,
not like Hall of Fame
yeah,
numbers. Though.
But it helps like adding up, and
it's
then
that
he was
stretch
hurt
of
in
2013 to 2018 that it's the Hall of Fame level.
6 years of
stats.
like pure dominance.
I don't think he was the best though. I think Julio. 16. I'd have to.
Antonio Brown's a Hall of Famer.
This is where I need to get stat head back.
He's not first ballot.
He's probably not. He's not first ballot, but I think he should be. But he should for sure at least make
Julio's
it.
numbers were just as good.
Antonio Brown should make the Hall of Fame. I agree with that.
Antonio Brown though probably had way more touchdowns than Julio, even if their yards were the same.
I don't really. Probably, but touchdowns are a weird stat when you. I think.
And he had 4 of those years. He had double-digit touchdowns, and the one he missed, and he had 8 one of the years, 9 and 9 the other 2 years. That he didn't have that.
We'll see. I don't. He's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Probably should. I'm also probably a little more lenient when it comes to Hall of Fame than probably a lot of people would be, because like who really cares at the end of the day?
I think just next year there's just better options from what I remember seeing with the list. Like guys that I think would make more sense to not only be first ballots over Antonio Brown, but also guys who are coming back for a second year or another, who've been in the pool for a little bit, who I think deserve to make it at this point over Antonio Brown first time. Because next year, I know Gronk should be first ballot. There was one other guy next year who becomes eligible who should have been first ballot.
Adrian Peterson.
Peterson should be first ballot.
Am I crazy to think that Rob Gronkowski is not worlds better than Antonio Brown?
Just different positions. Can't compare them.
Gronk's the best ever at his position.
Sherm.
No,
I don't know. Not first ballot.
I mean, he's probably one of the. He's probably first ballot, or at least I don't know. I think he's somewhere into Antonio Brown, but I think they'll both get it.
I think I put Richard Sherman in kind of the same tier as like Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs is going to be second year next year. I think he should make it next year.
Shouldn't get in.
I feel like Sherman's better. Maybe that's just like the Legion of Boom playing tricks on me and how good I remember that defense being growing up. But
I don't know.
Suggs. I don't know. It's hard to compare. You can't really look at counting stats. I feel like I think that's tough with some of these positions.
It's not apples
but I think
to apples.
Sherm's a first ballot.
Okay, that's three. That's 3 guys right there that we think first ballot.
Who?
Peterson, Gronk, and I think Sherm is. Whitworth. I don't know about first ballot.
I don't think he's gonna get in first ballot.
Le'Veon Bell's not gonna get in.
He won't get in.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
No way.
Cam Newton, not a first ballot if he gets.
Is he even a Hall of? I love Cam Newton, but I'm not sure if he's Hall of Fame caliber.
He might have the argument. I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate the idea of him getting in. Like
I love Cam Newton, but he.
I think there was only like 1 or 2 years that were really, really good.
Just not enough longevity at playing at a Hall of Fame level.
I don't think will get in, even though that hurts my heart so much. But Cam Newton and Antonio Brown are my 2. My first year playing fantasy, I put them both on my fantasy team, and they won me the chip. Antonio Brown's my first ever pick. Then LaShawn McCoy. Not that anyone cares, but
Shady.
he was my second round pick that year.
Kuechly got in this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this list is wrong then. But Eli is going to be eligible next year again.
He should not be a first ballot at all. Or you did.
No, it's next year's not. I think next year's the second or third.
He should.
Not.
Antonio Brown deserves it more than him.
Frank Gore, but like it's tough to compare. Like you're comparing an all-time great to like a top 25 all time, wherever you want to rank Eli.
Antonio
Like,
Brown's probably
you
top
can't
10
compare the
receiver
two.
all time.
I just said you can't compare
Oh,
those two.
okay. Gotcha.
I think Eli should get in. Frank Gore, I don't know. I'd have to look at his stats in comparison to other.
Frank Gore's argument is just longevity and and
Yeah.
consistency. I don't know if he ever even was at a Hall of Fame level while he was playing. He was very good for a very long time, but he
I
was
think there
never
might have been a
elite.
peak in there where he.
Let's see. Let me look at Frank Gore's stats. His best year was his second year. He had almost 1,700 yards and 8 touchdowns.
And there was a stretch,
Yeah, he was sure 1,000 yards actually. 1, 2,
5, 6, 7, 8,
a
9,
lot of
9
times
years.
actually. Huh. Yeah, he was.
It is like a bulk accumulation of stats, but I don't see any
he's like the
why.
Mike Evans of running backs.
Yeah, I think Frank Gore should
Reggie
be in eventually.
Wayne.
Yeah,
Reggie
he'll get
Wayne
in.
should get in here soon. He should be.
Jason Witten.
Wayne's not going to get in next year because of Gronk, but Wayne should get in soon.
I don't know. Maybe this is a discussion we have later once we have like a more.
Yeah.
Well, maybe once the finalists get announced, and then we go through and pick, because I think they get 5 votes each voter.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know enough about the statistical background of all of them. I haven't.
Yeah.
I remember watching all of them, but I don't know enough about like the statistics off the top of my head, or I haven't done the research. There were a couple more quarterbacks that I felt like were worth mentioning. Oh wait, hold on, lost the list. Derek Carr said he wants to play. Saw this coming from a mile away. First of all, the moment he said he was retiring, it was so clear he was coming back.
Yeah, I could see him being a Viking. Maybe the Jets just to have something on offense.
Once again,
but
outside of that, he's like a. How different is he from Rodgers at this point?
I think he's worse than Rodgers, to be honest.
No, but I don't know if that. Yeah, obviously, but I just think he's the guy you sign if you feel like you're a quarterback away.
Yeah. The Jets should just try to they should just suck again next year.
Yeah, that's
no
why
point in trying to win 5 games.
It's the same 2 landing spots. It's
exactly
Vikings and Steelers probably.
Unless because other teams that need quarterbacks are the Cardinals maybe, but it's what is a quarterback going to do?
I don't think they're a quarterback away.
I feel like it's hard to be a quarterback away for a lot of teams.
But I think there was a point in time where we had more teams that were.
Yeah.
Just now, there's only 2, I guess, that you could say.
Maybe.
Unless I'm missing somebody.
Unless I don't know how Mahomes' recovery is. You sign him to play the first month of the season or something, and then Mahomes takes over.
Option.
Which I don't even know if he would want to if he was going to play for a month. But
I think Derek Carr is only going to come back for the right scenario. I think Derek Carr is going to be choosy a little bit.
I think it would just be those 2 options.
Yeah, and he's made so much money already.
He's not coming back to be a backup.
Yeah,
I could see him going to Atlanta and starting over Penix.
Atlanta. I think we probably should factor in Atlanta.
Yeah,
if we're going to factor the Vikings in with McCarthy, I think we should factor
since they have Stefanski now, I could see him winning that division next year actually because I think Stefanski's really good, and you have good weapons. You have Bijan, you have Drake London.
I mean the Colts, if we want to say they need to bring in a veteran option, whether it's Jones or somebody else.
Yeah,
they've invested too much capital to be bad.
Yeah, and they trade their two first round picks for.
Yeah, they traded this upcoming one and next year's.
So you got to compete again. So you might as well throw
Carr's not if they don't feel great about wherever Jones's physical's at.
I kind of would. I think if I had to pick any 3 of the quarterbacks, Jones, Carr, and Rodgers, I think I'd want Rodgers.
I think I'd pick Carr.
I'd pick Jones.
Maybe they all play next year and we get to see.
Yeah,
they sent them all.
Yeah. I think those are the only 3 teams though, and then a couple more guys on the list. Kirk Cousins, once again, looped him in with that group if he gets released.
I could see Kirk going back to the Vikings actually. Even if he's not
that would be to compete. That would be to compete with
compete,
JJ.
and also I feel like I don't. I feel like Vikings fans would be like, oh yeah, we have Kurt back in the building. That's cool. Or if he just wants to be around a football team, it could like help JJ maybe develop. And like he was good with the Vikings. He has a little something left.
Joey, your thoughts on Big Kirko?
I think Kirk's probably done unless it's kind of in that more mentorship role. Maybe he competes for a job, but I just have a hard time seeing him winning a job. I have a hard time seeing him starting for a full 17 game season. I
All
think
right.
Kirk's done.
Or I could see Kirk just not signing anywhere, and then no, like this quarterback tears
Yeah.
ACL in preseason or week 1, and they're like, oh shoot, like our backup sucks. Let's bring in Kirk, or maybe that's Derek Carr. Like they don't come back until like someone in the season when their quarterback goes down.
I agree with that.
So I think that'd be better than probably Philip Rivers off the.
You would
off the
put
couch.
Cousins behind, but Kurt, he was extenuating. The reason it was him, I think, makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because of his relationship with
Uh-huh.
Steichen. It was like, okay. But you would put Kirk behind the other guys that we've mentioned
Oh,
so far,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we think Tua plays next year?
I can see New York Jet. I can see New York Jet. He kind of screams Jet to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Him and Kyler, I think you can group into the same.
I think him and Kyler might. Like, I would be expecting they just do a swap. You just swap Kyler and Tua maybe, because they're both teams don't want them there.
And
they're both on big contracts. And they're both on big contracts
for quarterbacks.
And I feel like no team's actually going to want them anyway because they both have not been good recently.
Like, here, let me pull up Quinn's list of what he sent to us.
I can't see a team ever investing in Tua again, if we're being honest.
No.
But I don't think it would be. I think it would be for. I don't know what his contract looks like.
You need the Dolphins to take a bunch of the money if they trade for him. Like at least half.
Yeah.
Or if it's not like a Tua Kyler swap.
I think if he gets cut, you could sign him for like league minimum or something like that. But
yeah. If he gets cut. Which maybe that's like Russ did with the Steelers or whatever.
But like, yeah. But like the only teams, there's not many teams that I think could be looking for quarterbacks. Like AFC East, I think the Dolphins and the Jets could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could see. Sorry, I could see the Raiders maybe just bringing someone in and have Mendoza sit for a year. Like Carr back to the Raiders. I'm sure fans might like that. Have Mendoza sit for a year.
But I think in that situation, if I'm Derek Carr, I'm not signing up to go to somewhere where I'm essentially being paid to mentor and probably be bad.
I think you're just gonna have Gino run it back there as like the mentor older guy.
If they're gonna let someone try out there, I don't see why it wouldn't be Gino.
If they keep Gino, Gino's not playing, or at least not playing for long. If he looks anything good this year,
well, but I mean,
I agree.
Eventually he's handing it over to Mendoza.
Yeah. But like you could see a world
where like if you have trade value. Like let's see if someone wants to send something for you at some point.
They sign Carr, you could just be like, we have Mendoza sit. They could be like, we want you to sit the whole entire year. Carr plays the whole year, or something like that.
But if I'm Carr, I'm not going somewhere because the Raiders probably aren't winning this year, right?
Probably not. But it could just be like,
why would I want to?
It could just be like, I miss playing football. I want to play back in my old team.
If I'm Derek Carr, I'm signing up to play football at 36, however old he is. I want to win.
It's kind of like what Marshawn Lynch did. He was like, I want to play for my hometown in Vegas. I don't care.
They had winning aspirations, I think, at that point.
Did they?
Yeah. I wouldn't come back if I'm Derek Carr and sitting on the fat stack of cash that I am, unless I'm coming back with the intention of winning something.
I agree.
AFC North, Steelers and Cleveland, maybe.
Cleveland's rolling out.
It should.
Or Deshaun Watson. I could see Watson playing.
Yeah, I could see either one of them.
And then look at a quarterback. Gabriel. And then look at a quarterback next year.
Yeah, it's probably sorry, Joe. It's probably going to be Watson. AFC South, it's just the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we've talked about, they can sign whoever they want. Mm-hmm. AFC West, the Raiders, but they're probably going to draft
for sure
Mendoza.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense not to. NFC East, none. NFC North, maybe the Vikings, but once again, NFC South, maybe the Falcons.
Right.
But I think if I'm the rest of those teams, I'm running it back with what I
Yeah,
have.
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Like Young, Baker, obviously, and
Mhm.
then Shuck.
Yeah, you give Shuck another year.
Shot gets another year, yeah.
He might actually be really
a lot of
good.
teams get another
And
year is
then-
also just because the quarterback class sucks. So
But I think Shuck might actually be good.
yeah, well,
So
yeah,
it's not like you're just
definitely.
running it back with him with the intention
Yeah,
of
and you
drafting
have
someone
he
next
looked
year.
solid last
It's
year.
like,
You
hey,
have-
let's find out if this guy's good.
exactly, and yeah, for sure.
I think there might be more teams in the market this year if there was better options, but there's not the options. So that's why the teams that possibly might be in the market are so
I also
limited.
think we
Yeah.
have a lot of teams that are like in between on guys still. Like I think we
Yeah.
could list more teams that
Yeah.
are probably trying to decide what they're doing than we can not.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then NFC West, the only team would be the Cardinals if they decide to move on from Kyler. But I don't know what his contract looks like.
new coaching
in terms
staff
of-
might make him more likely to stay because
Unless-
if
Unless he likes him. Who they signed?
Yeah.
They signed
what was it?
LaFleur.
Mike LaFleur.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many coaches I forget some of them went.
Yeah, there were too many. There was like 10 openings this year or something like that. We can talk
Yeah.
more about the head coaching openings.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Maybe next week. We'll have less basketball to talk about next week. We'll be
Yeah.
back to not really caring about what's going on with that. I think the All-Star game's wrapping up though. Or
Yeah,
games.
don't
I
care.
have no clue how it was working this year.
Yeah, and I don't really care how it's going.
Did you guys see the picture of that one All-Star team that was like just looked abysmal? It was like Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duran.
They beat the
Like-
world team.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes had a game winner actually.
Yeah,
Scotty
dude,
Barnes on the same
I
team
watched
now?
it. I watched it.
I
I saw that first round of
really?
games. Yeah.
I saw
the
like
next
sleeper
round is
notification
starting
about
here in a
it.
minute. Yeah, it's Team Stars and Stripes for I'm assuming the championship. Oh, I'm gonna go pop that on.
How
We're
it should
done
be.
here. But I mean the world team, the only guy I watched the first game, which was the team you're talking about, Joe, versus the world. The only guy on the world team trying was Wemby. And he was pissed when Scotty hit the game winner.
The Europeans don't give a crap for the most part about this All-Star game. Is that the issue?
Wait,
that
am I reading this right?
What?
Kawhi had 31 out of 48 points. Unless this is cumulative. I don't think this is cumulative.
Dang, put the team on his back.
Yeah, I don't think this is cumulative. Yeah, 31 of their 48. What did he do to get? He only took 13 shots.
Efficient.
He
Ethical
went
hoops.
6. He went 6 for 7 from 3. And 11 for 13 from the field.
Jeez.
Crazy. Oh yeah, the world team in their second game, Jokic didn't play at all, and neither did Doncic. Yeah, those two don't care about this. They don't care. They don't care about this American hogwash.
Wait, Luca played?
He played the first game.
Oh, because he didn't play the last like week or two because of his hamstring, I think,
His hamstring. Yeah.
or something like that. Well, if you're talking about basketball, if you switch over to college hoops, are you guys worried about Arizona with 2 losses this week?
No,
I don't care.
because the Big 12, I think, the Big 12 is so good this year. The Big 12 is a lot of teams. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that my sleeper pick as of last week, BYU, just lost one of their best players for the season to a torn ACL. And at the
Which
same
one?
time,
And
Richie Saunders.
they
that
just
the white
lost
guy?
to someone, right?
Yeah, white guy. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but Topher, you picked Texas Tech as your sleeper, right?
No, that was me. I picked Texas Tech.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
y'all, Texas
I
Tech,
picked
man.
the Carthage.
Hey.
I picked the Carthage Firebirds as my sleeper.
No, you picked Nebraska.
No, you picked Nebraska.
Did I?
Sleeper
They
to win
picked
the
Nebraska.
title.
And then
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
a mid. Wait, who did Gonzaga or Santa Clara win last night?
Gonzaga, but it was pretty close.
Okay.
Dude, a three bid West Coast conference would feed families.
Yeah.
Connor, Joey and I were talking about it last night. DeBance is the first overall pick by a mile, right?
I think it's Peterson.
Oh my good. DNP?
I think
Yeah,
it's Darren
DNP.
Peterson.
Does he like
Okay.
basketball?
He played yesterday.
Did he
They
play like
lost
5
yesterday, right?
minutes?
He didn't play good yesterday. Who did they play
Debansa's
yesterday?
a dog. I don't know why I wouldn't want Debansa. It's so clear.
Bansa screams Jazz or Pacers to me. He just
He's a Utah Jazz.
he's. But if the Pacers get the first pick,
Yeah, they lost to
this lottery's rigged. It's going to the Jazz. Don't get it twisted.
Kansas lost to Iowa State yesterday, and Peterson did not play well. He had 10 points on 3 of 10 shooting.
Doesn't like basketball.
Peterson's not. The Kansas is not any better with Peterson on the floor. Kansas's best lineup is without Peterson.
Is Peterson just Buddy Hield again?
Buddy
Hill was good in college.
He was so good in college.
But I know. Well, Darren Peterson's in talks for the first overall pick. Is he just Jaden Ivey again? I don't know. I'm trying to think of guards
the conversation around Darren Peterson is kind of similar to that of Anthony Edwards, which is coming out like, oh, does Anthony Edwards really love basketball? Because I think Anthony Edwards straight up said, like, I don't really care. Or something like that.
Because he was like, I don't want to play football. He was like, I want to play playing football or something.
Yeah. I think that's the conversation we're kind of having right now.
He was always a dog.
So Peterson.
But Peterson don't got it like that. He don't talk like that. I don't think he talks like this. I don't think he talks like this.
Plus he already has a nickname DNP. Like that's just
no,
he had the flu.
Speaking of nicknames, have y'all seen some of these nicknames that they have been going around in the NBA?
For who?
No, I have not.
The Emerald City route artist.
Like, there's been ones along those lines for coming to NBA guys. Like, I think Mac McClung was the Windy City dunk machine. My favorite.
He ever played for the Bulls?
Yeah, he had a contract with the Bulls here recently, at least. But he's on the Windy City Bulls at the very least. But my favorite one that I've heard recently is Chet Holmgren's. I don't know if I can say Chet Holmgren's on here because I might get too political. But
how political? Go ahead.
I can say
it? Yeah, go ahead.
Netanyahu.
Chet and what?
Netanyahu.
I don't even get it.
Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel.
Oh God.
Netanyahu.
That's not that bad. How does that relate? How do the two cross over?
There's a video that went viral of Chet Holmgren getting shots up at like in a gym that had a Hebrew banner on the wall or whatever. And people are not really fans of Chet Holmgren right now for reasons. And people are also not fans of Israel right now. So people have started calling Chet Netanyahu.
What was I just thinking of? I'm ready for the anomaly to come back and play basketball, though.
That Tatum?
Yeah.
He's close.
Well, Cavs, they've won 9 of their last 10. Or 10 of their last 11. One of the two.
Yeah.
Harden's look good.
Yeah. I saw someone say, like, this is like the... Like Harden, the
honeymoon phase.
The honeymoon phase.
Harden.
The honeymoon phase with Harden. Hey, as long as the honeymoon phase lasts through the playoffs this year, I'm happy.
Yeah, if we win it all, Harden can do whatever the heck he wants next year, and that'll be fine with me. I mean, not fine with me, but it's fine if they win.
Connor, if you're also a Cavs fan, so I need your opinion on this. If Harden just is a dog the rest of the year, we win the finals, Harden carries us on his back to the championship, do we retire Harden's number for a year of basketball? In my opinion, we do. In my opinion, I would totally. Harden carries us up the mountain.
We're even entertaining this concept.
No, it's not even a full year. It's like
for 4 months we're retiring numbers now.
If anything,
he carries us.
If anything, they'll probably retire Mitchell's because Mitchell. I think Donovan's probably better.
No.
I think he's better than Harden right now.
I'm saying if Harden carries us to the championship.
So what? Averages 30, 35 in the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah.
I doubt it. They're not gonna. That's just giving out retired numbers.
Just giving them out now. Yeah.
Because I feel like then you'd retire Kyrie over him still.
I think Kyrie.
No, I can't stand Kyrie. He left because he wanted to. He left Cleveland because he wanted his own team, and then he ran to the Nets because he couldn't win with the Celtics to pair up with Kevin Durant.
He's like a Cavs Hall of Famer.
I just don't respect him for
like
leaving
a
at all.
jersey number retirement guy.
You have
because
no
I
idea how
just
good Kyrie Irving was.
don't respect him because if he didn't leave, I think
Yeah,
there's
he
like a
did.
trade.
Yeah,
There's a trade in place. I think to acquire Paul George too,
PG.
and it would have
Yep.
been like LeBron, Paul George, Kyrie. I'm not sure if Kevin Love was in that trade or not, but
He was.
he was. But like still, and that was when like Paul George was like really good, like prime Paul George. Would have been sick. But then Kyrie wanted his own team, and then he wasn't good and couldn't carry his team, and then he said he was going to stay, and then he didn't stay.
I think
Can't
the
stand him.
I think the bigger conversation with jersey retirements is, do the Thunder retire Kevin Durant's jersey? I think they won't.
Yes.
I don't think they do.
I think with enough
that's
hindsight,
that's
you
where
will.
like the bridge was scorched with the Thunder.
I
If
think
if he won that championship, they would have, but he didn't win anything.
I think once he gets remembered, I think once we get like, I think we're years away from it. Like Russell Westbrook should be retired in OKC. Like
he will. He will.
playing.
He will.
Yeah.
But I think with a little more time, I think KD's will get retired. His number should be
so.
retired somewhere.
If we're saying Kyrie Irving's not
Where?
gonna be retired by Cleveland,
And
there's
I
no
think that's why
shot
it'll be the
Kevin Durant
Thunder.
does.
If Durant does, it'll be with the Supersonics when they come back.
No, I think his will get retired with the Thunder. It'll take a
Uh-uh.
while, but I think it'll happen.
I don't think so.
I just don't see why. Like I think we're getting like far enough. They've won again. Like if they hadn't won again at this point, like maybe if they
no, because now like you retire Shea way before.
But you can
Durant.
do both. You can do.
You could,
both.
but I just feel like him leaving in
And I don't
that
know-
fashion, Thunder fans hated him for it.
Yeah, but I think once we get far enough and this nostalgia factor plays enough of a role, I think it will get retired. He deserves to have his number retired somewhere.
Does he?
Is
Yeah.
there anywhere that's going to? And I don't think there's anywhere that's
I think
I
the
don't know
Thunder
who
will.
will.
his best chance is the Warriors.
Oh, for
No, I
sure.
don't-
It's
I
the
don't
best
think
chance of the
that'll
Warriors, but
happen.
I don't know if they will. Because they'll retire
Like,
Curry,
is Harden gonna get
Clay,
his number
and
retired?
and Draymond.
Are the Rockets gonna retire Harden's number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
how is it any
Harden was-
different?
Harden meant more to the Rockets and was better for the Rockets than Durant. Like, for a longer stretch of time.
I
People
think it was probably
underestimate
pretty
just how
similar.
much. No,
amounts
you
of time,
underestimate
and
just
Harden
how
was
much
really good.
Kevin Durant scorched earth. Durant
Sure,
scorched
but
the
I
earth.
think we are
So much.
10 years past it now. Like, and they've won
Wow,
since
time
then.
flies.
Like, I think if they
They
hadn't
didn't win.
won,
They didn't
I
win. They
think
didn't
he
win
will
with Durant.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I still think he should get retired there.
Maybe he should. He don't like on paper he should, but he won't. He's not going to get
far
retired.
enough. I think we will get far enough out of that stuff that he will just be remembered eventually for what he was while he was there, and I think that will lead to him getting his number.
A not winner cannot
That's
get the
fine.
job done.
A cupcake
But
and a
like
snake.
plenty of guys should get their. Just because you didn't win a championship somewhere doesn't mean you shouldn't get your jersey number.
And
your
wasn't
jersey
loyal to his
retired
team. He bailed and left to the. If he left to
You heard
anything
Harden,
that wasn't the
nobody's
Warriors
loyal
too.
now.
He also left
Yeah,
for the
it's-
Warriors.
But I think we will get far enough in the future that will be not forgotten, but the impact of that will be diminished.
I doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. They've won since, so I think that'll. I think we'll get to the point where he will get it retired. There, it should be. We don't have any Thunder friends, do we?
Was
Nope.
a Thunder fan back when everyone was a Thunder fan. Way back when my AAU team was called the Illinois Thunder, and our color scheme was based on the Thunder because me and my buddies were all such big Thunder fans because we loved KD, Russell Westbrook. And so when Kevin Durant left the Thunder,
Yeah, it was really bad then, but I don't think
It's
it's
still-
as bad
it still
now.
is bad.
No,
It
I don't think it
still is
stings as
bad.
much. I think
Especially when he left right after choking a 3-1
He'll
lead.
get retired, and that was his fault. But I think it'll get retired.
I'm sorry, Toph, you're wrong on this one. I'm
I
not
don't know.
saying
We'll
it
find
should
out.
get
I'm
retired.
probably right. I'm probably right.
We'll find out in like 15 years.
We'll find out in 5-10 years. However
Yeah,
long
stay
it takes
tuned in
for-
episode
So,
115.
All right, loser buys dinner.
Loser buys dinner in the. What's like the statute of limitations on that?
No, there's no statute. If he is retired and we're alive, loser buys dinner.
Well, then if he doesn't get,
But no, I think we have to set like a timeline on this.
yeah, because if it doesn't happen, then you'll never win because that he could be like,
Yeah.
okay, retire next year.
Oh,
But
yeah,
then
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah. We have. To 35.
I'm good with that.
I'm looking forward to this steak dinner in in 2035.
Nah, Toph, you better be ready. I'm ready to. I'm coming hungry. I'm coming real hungry to this dinner, Toph. Don't worry.
Order
Yeah.
multiple entrees.
I don't think there's any reason he shouldn't. Harden's bridge was just as bad, and he was just as bad of a playoff performer, and he's going to get retired there.
For the Rockets?
Yeah.
I don't think he burned it as bad.
Oh my gosh, he was wearing fat suits to games. What are we talking about?
Toph, the fan
He was wearing
base.
fat suits to games. What are we talking about here?
Topher,
He didn't play for like the first half of the year because he wanted to get traded, and then all of a sudden he loses all this weight once he gets traded to Brooklyn.
Topher, have you seen
This is
No.
no. This is ridiculous. This is crazy.
Can I talk?
This is
Or
crazy.
am I allowed to
No.
talk, or can we get there yet?
No, I'm
Or-
gonna keep
all right.
talking over you. Go ahead.
All right. If you listen, NBA used to be my baby boy. I used to love the NBA so much. Every morning before school, I would wake up, run down the stairs, and lay on the couch for a little bit and watch NBA on TNT before school every single morning inside the NBA. And I will tell you this: I have never seen in any sport a fan base as torn up, as hurt, and as mad about a player leaving than the Thunder were about Kevin Durant. I will say that right here, right now on record. I've never seen anything like close to that level.
Sure.
Harden
I think the Cavs was probably as bad. LeBron when that.
But LeBron came back then.
Yeah. But
And
but
won
Harden,
the chip.
do you think you remember that because you were just like you were more invested in paying more attention then than as opposed to when it happened with Harden? Because Harden would have been when you were in college, and there's not as much of this nostalgic factor on that.
I understand, but at the same time, when we were in college, I was on social media, so I could see this stuff on social media. I could see more reactions.
He's wearing fat suits to games.
No, he burned the bridge. Don't get me wrong.
And he's still gonna get his number retired.
It wasn't as bad as Kevin Durant. Like you got to understand, Kevin Durant
still pretty bad.
Kevin Durant closed the Thunder's championship window to some degree, basically. Like Kevin Durant took this team that had been in the finals, that was up 3-1 in the conference final. Like he took this team that was so close to winning a championship, this team that was on the cusp of something special.
So was the
and
Rockets
quit
when Harden was there.
to go ahead.
And then Chris Paul got hurt.
Chris Paul got hurt,
and
yeah.
he still played bad every time there towards the end. And then he wore fat suits to games and got traded. He was the man who was wearing fat suits.
If Chris Paul didn't get hurt, they're winning that series.
Sure, but they still missed 40-something threes in a row.
They're missing a Hall of... Yeah, but it wasn't just Harden didn't shoot all 50 3-pointers or whatever.
I know, but still, he still played like trash and they barely lost.
Yeah, but their whole team played bad.
I think we're comparing.
And if Harden played good, they would have lost.
I think we're just comparing two different kinds of apples, and I think there's a nostalgic factor to all this. But
I think the big thing here for what we can see tonight is we've had a lot of dying on hills about NBA here. And I think this just shows that Toast's not a basketball guy. That's okay. Not everyone's an NBA
How is
guy.
that
Not
true?
everyone's an NBA guy.
How is that
It's
true?
Okay. It's okay.
How is that true?
He's bringing that. Connor's bringing that baseball mentality over to basketball, and that's okay.
Because of what? Because of what I thought would fix it?
Topher,
I didn't die on either of those hills.
Topher, it's a one-party system here, my boy.
If you guys are wrong, I'll be right.
You agree with me or you're wrong. That's how it is.
And that's
my narrative. You're not fitting my narrative.
We don't run that around here. We don't run.
You don't fit my narrative.
We not like that.
I think everything today, me and Joey agreed on, and you didn't.
And you both are wrong. So, and that's why you're both muted now. Yep, just me. It's the Topher show. You can come back.
Muted.
Connor. Huh?
I thought I was muted.
Yeah.
How'd you hear me say that?
I didn't, but I can mute you.
Well, any final thoughts, everybody?
I'm right. You're both wrong. Time will tell.
Joey's gonna get a free dinner in a few years.
Well,
Few decades.
Connor, we are getting a free dinner.
Oh, I've been on this
No,
too.
no. Connor
What?
can't be involved in this yet.
Whoa.
Once you
I
graduate,
agreed.
then you could be added to the bet.
Oh.
Wait, so this is whack. If I lose in this hypothetical situation where hypothetically Connor and Quinn are there as well, I'm paying for everyone's. But if I'm proven right, you guys get to split mine.
Quinn's on your side. What if Quinn's on your side?
That's true. I wonder if Quinn is on my side. We'll ask Quinn to
We'll
start.
find out next week.
We'll ask Quinn once he graduates from college.
Stay tuned.
Cliffhanger.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I had nothing else. I'm ready for baseball to start. That's about it.
I'm ready for NBA playoffs, March Madness.
Me. Oh no, I'm awake for that.
World Cup, French Open.
Ooh, World Cup, yeah.
World Cup you're sleeping about every 4 years?
If I watch the USA games, I've never been that invested in soccer.
Oh, I love me some international soccer.
I've never paid attention.
Manchester United's cooking right now.
Yeah. I'll do my final thoughts with this. I was watching my pride and joy soccer team, Derby County, play yesterday. You know, it was a beautiful Saturday morning. Birds were chirping, sun was shining, girlfriend was still asleep. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm gonna see what's on TV. Derby County's on TV. 2-0, Patrick Agumang's feature of USA Soccer. We're in promotion playoff push right now, so hopefully Derby County's a Premier League side next year. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm ready for this week to be over. I'm ready to get to the weekend. And I'm heading up to Michigan State to visit my brother, and Myra's visiting her sister. Shout out Myra. Shout out Josh. And go Birds. And I'm ready to see Connor kill it in the 5K at North Central.
Well, if that happens.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.